Good morning, adventurers. It's 9:45 on Friday morning. Just wanted to touch base with you to recap the previous session, talk about a couple of things going forward, and then also talk about what we want to do over the summer when we have several of our group members on various trips and work and study and whatnot. First of all, just to recap what happened the other night. First of all, I thought it was great. I really love the role playing that's happening, the alliances that are being forged among the different characters, and it's really coming together nicely. If there are things that you guys are liking, if there are things you guys are not liking, please let me know. I am totally flexible. I won't take offense. I really want your honest opinions about things because, like I said the other night, I have fun when you guys have fun. That's what makes it for me. So please let me know what I can be doing better, what you would like to see, what things are working. That's all good feedback for me. So we found the adventurers sort of just arriving in TARDIS. You ran into Wart at the entrance to the city. He was able to provide you some information about what was going on, about what the colored scarves and weapon wraps and pennants meant. The orange pennants for the prince, the purple pennant for the princess, and the white pennant for the chancellor, as it seems an abdication is possibly in the future. And you'll learn a little bit more about why as you progress forward and talk to people and things like that, why the king is thinking about an abdication. Then we found ourselves at Wart's recommendation to the Portly Mule, where we had dinner and drinks, encountered a member of the Crimson Razor, and who spoke to you about possibly also getting in on the relic trade, and as an alternative opportunity compared to the Steel Oath, who is the official Adventurers Guild in TARDIS and is currently working on bringing in the relics, a relic which you are currently in possession of as well. At night, wasn't necessarily planned this way, but sometimes the dice just fall like they do, and there was an attempt to potentially steal the relic you guys were carrying. 4 thieves showed up in Ember and Nanny Glenn's room, and everybody was quick to organize a defense despite not really having any armor on. Thanks to Nanny Glenn's mage armor and some solid vicious mockeries and a couple of other mind-altering tricks, the thieves were sort of thrown into chaos. They were dropping weapons, standing in the corner, feeling guilty and bad about themselves. Some really nice non-brutal combat being played there. I really enjoyed running that. We ended the evening with a bunch of dead people, and we're gonna deal with the aftermath of that next week. Next, in the interim, we haven't run into a point yet where we'll have quote-unquote downtime, and I'm going to try to incorporate that into the game, where we're ending our quest or our activity for the week in a place where your characters would conceivably have some downtime, or maybe even having some theoretical downtime during the gameplay where time progresses quickly, but your characters would be doing other things, and we can talk about what those other things are. Now, this is what I want you guys to continue to think about with your characters. I'm not asking for people to spend hours and hours thinking about this, but just continue in your days through the week to think about what you want your character to do, what you want them to participate in, what you want their goals to be, because not all goals are necessarily group goals. There can be individual goals, and I know we've talked about that a little bit, and for each character, just think about it some more and continue to develop it, because I feel like that's what's going to make this campaign really come to life, is where every character has a personality and a life, and these extra pieces of information and actions and intentions that really make them individually stand out. So thanks for all the work you guys have done so far on that. I'm just loving every idea that people are coming up with. People are coming up with ideas separately and messaging me on Facebook. Some are by themselves, some are with others. So it's really, really great. I love it. So lastly, we have a couple of people that are going to be gone for a majority of the summer. I think Tyler and Joe at least are going to be are going to be out. So we want to talk about what we want to do during that time. I'm happy to continue running the campaign and come up with kind of a maybe a side campaign with the same character set in the same world or what have you, and run that with the 3 or 4 remaining people. It's up to you guys. We can also change it over and do somebody else can step in, run a mini campaign for the summer, and if they want to step in and do DMing, I'm not advocating me stepping down. I'm loving what I'm doing, but I'm happy to go back to playing a character if somebody else wants to come in for the summer. The other thing is, I mean, we can do something different. I know Josh has this new Phoenix game that I think sounds really interesting. We could do board game nights instead of D&D. I mean, it's wide open. You guys just tell me what you want to do, and I am all on board. And I'd like to hear from Tyler and Joe as well. Like, would you guys prefer us to put the current campaign on hold? Or come up with different characters, maybe set in the same time frame and continent, but maybe just a completely different setup. I can definitely incorporate that too. So just let me know what you guys would like to do. Sorry for the long video. I hope you guys have a great week, great weekend. See you next week. Bye.